With me is the Estonian Foreign Minister. So welcome to WION. My first question to you is about the India-Estonia relationship. How do you see this relationship as, particularly when it comes to areas like cybersecurity and defense?
Our relations are more practical than ever before, and I was just in a visit of India this year, Raisina dialogue, and also less than a week ago we had a bilateral meeting with Indian Foreign Minister in Bahrain, and we discussed the cooperation on cybersecurity, digitalization, and we have asked as well Indian participate in our exercises about cyber defense. So these relations are very practical as well for our companies going to India and investments the other side to Estonia. So these are very active.
And you expect the visit of the Indian Foreign Minister very soon?
I do expect that Indian Foreign Minister should have the time to come visit Estonia. We agreed that for 25 to open the Indian embassy here and also the statue of Mahatma Gandhi. Together with our capital Tallinn, we have organized this very nice place for that and as a symbol of our relations.
So now moving on to your region, you border Russia. How much has the war that started in 2022, the Russian invasion of Ukraine, has impacted your country? And how do you see India's role in terms of helping make sure that there is less escalation and perhaps peace?
Of course, Estonia is a neighboring country of Ukraine. We have been supportive for Ukraine, like 3.4% of our GDP. But also we understood that Russia will commit this aggression already years ago, and Russia will remain an aggressive country. But Estonia is the member of NATO, member of European Union. We have US, British, French troops on the ground ready to act. So I think that Russia has no plans to attack us directly, but we have witnessed different hybrid attacks and cyber attacks 24/7 from Russia. So we know that Russia is a very aggressive country. Estonians and as well Ukrainians, we want to have a just and long-lasting peace there, but I don't see that Putin has changed the goal, and let's hope that we will have this peace. And India, of course, has a huge democracy and economical power, plays a great role there. Of course, maybe more stronger steps to deal with Russia and also economically, not so actively cooperating. But of course, India has a position to be influenced and to give the very straightforward messages to Mr. Putin that the peace and not to be so aggressive, not change the borders using military force. This must be done.
Before the inauguration of Trump's presidency, do you see the escalation increasing or decreasing? And do you see 2025 as the year of peace when it comes to resolving this war?
Putin is using all the possibilities to push as heavily as possible. On the ground, of course, on the battlefield, but at the same time, mainly he is bombing and destroying the civilian infrastructure, energy systems, and just the civil people terrorize the Ukraine people to break them, but Ukrainians are not breaking down. And of course, Putin's plans is to have the best position for negotiations before Trump is entering. I think that some kind of negotiations next year will be there, but the question is that whether we can change the Putin's goal to restore the Soviet Empire and push him back to Russia and give the solid working security guarantees for Ukraine and for Europe, or we are not able to do that, and then the next year will be critical.
So you're a NATO member country. Now, essentially, the NATO chief has said that we need to be in a wartime mindset. There have been also calls of increasing budgetary support by each NATO member country. How do you see these calls as, and what's your view on the comments made by the NATO chief?
I totally agree with NATO's Secretary General position that we are in a war situation, as we need to put as much defense investments in as we did during the Cold War time. And this is a realistic understanding of the situation. It's not escalation from NATO side. No, NATO is a peaceful organization. We are for these nations, for the members to secure the situation and peace. But we need to invest more. And from Estonian perspective, it is nothing new. We are putting 3.4% of GDP military investments every year. And on top of that, we have 1.6 billion euros worth program for the next years. So we expect as well that all NATO member states will invest at least 2.5 or up to 3% of GDP.
So my last question, ending again on India relationship, in terms of the two-way investment and trade, what do you see the situation as? There is also talk, of course, of e-residency. Approximately 4,000 Indians have become e-resident as well. If you can talk about it, how helpful it has been for the people of the region and for India as well.
Estonia is like the perfect business environment. We have no bureaucracy, we have a brilliant tax system, and we have this e-residency program that you can be a part of this environment without becoming physically Estonian resident. So you don't have to come to Estonia to run your businesses in Estonian environment, to pay taxes here. You have all these e-services online open for your businesses. And also Estonia is like the gateway to Europe market. We are the member of European Union. So I'm very happy that more and more Indian businesses are finding the way to our environment and also having business in Estonia and with Europe.
On that note, thank you so much, sir, for speaking to WION. It was a pleasure speaking to you here in Tallinn.
Thank you.
With video journalist Neeraj Patel, Sidhant Sibal for WION in Tallinn, Estonia.